Hi, this is Matt from GravityWiz. Today we're going to be looking at how to pre-fill fields on a Gravity form based on data in a Google Sheet. In our example, we'll be selecting a wizard from this drop-down field and populating data about the chosen wizard from this spreadsheet and into other fields on the form. The wizard names in our drop-down field are already dynamically populated from the Google Sheet. If you'd like to learn how to do that, check out our video on how to populate Gravity Forms choices from a Google Sheet. This video continues from where we left off. The first thing we need to do is add a text field to the form to populate the data into. I'm going to call this Wizard Location. You're not just limited to text fields when populating dynamically. Populate Anything supports nearly every field type, so you can populate number fields, email fields, phone fields. It even works with multi-input fields like address fields. Now we have our field on the form, we need to populate it. I'm going to enable Populate Value Dynamically and set Google Sheet as the object type. Now I'm going to select the spreadsheet and finally the sheet or tab. We next need to set up some filters to tell Populate Anything which row we want to populate from. Otherwise, it will just populate from the first row it finds. In our example, we want to populate the data based on the wizard selected in the drop-down. So we'll click Add Filter Group and set up a filter that says Wizard Name is Select Wizard. That's saying whatever is selected in the Select Wizard drop-down matches the wizard name column in the sheet. Finally, we need to scroll down and set up our value template. This tells Populate Anything what column the data needs to be populated from. On this field, we're populating the wizard's location, so we can select the location column. We also want to populate the wizard's speciality into the form. Let's duplicate the field and call this one Wizard Speciality. Our Populate Anything settings have also duplicated with the field, so all we need to change is the value template. Let's set this to Speciality and save the form. Right, it's time to preview the form and see how it's working. You'll see straight away that the selected wizard has had her data populated from the spreadsheet. If I select a different wizard, you'll see their data has now been populated. Now, in our example, we're using a drop-down field to display each wizard as a choice. But this will work equally as well if you used a text field and manually entered the wizard name. A real-world example of this would be entering a unique code, which is used to look up data on the Google Sheet. The principle is exactly the same, we just reference the text field in our filters. I hope this video has been helpful in learning how to pre-fill form fields based on data in a Google Sheet. If you have any questions or run into any issues, please reach out to support, where one of our support wizards will be more than happy to help.